Welcome back to my channel, my dear viewer. It is so good to have you here. If this is your first time, I am so happy to have you here. You're welcome. So let's get right into the lesson for today. The title of this lesson is Return a Value from a Function with Return. Okay, so return is like a keyword here. So yeah, it says that we can pass values into a function with arguments. You can also return statements to send a value back out of a function. There's a way I like to describe this. It's like maybe sending someone on an errand to buy you maybe a book. You give him some money or her, you give her some money. Then she comes back and she gives you the book. She doesn't give you back the money, she gives you the book. So that's how functions, arguments, and return statements work. So our parameters are like the money that we're using to purchase the book, and then the return statement returns back a result, which is the book that we sent um we wanted to buy. I hope that helps you understand it. It's really interesting illustration and it explains this so well. So here we have that we have a function plus 3. It takes one argument called, okay, this is actually a parameter, but let's not take time with that. So it takes it has a parameter called num, and yeah, it just adds one and then your returns like, okay, it adds 3. I'm sorry about that. It adds 3 and then gives you a result. That's the number you gave it plus 3. Okay, it looks like all this what's it called? Um, all those platforms where they say bring one and take times three. Okay, so const answer equals to plus 3, and then we have that answer has a value of 8. Notice that we assigned this to a variable. So the functions that return a result can be assigned to a variable, and simply we'll just have the result of the function um placed inside of your variable. Okay, so let me just read this. It says that plus 3 takes an argument for num and returns a value equal to num plus 3. Okay, so we are asked to create a function times 5 that accepts one argument, multiplies it by 5, and returns the new values. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we have our function keyword, which we should never forget. Although right now we have ES6 JavaScript, and you don't even have to write function when you're creating a function, but that is for later. Okay, and we have times 5 as the name of our function, followed by our brackets, and it accepts one argument. So let's just type num. Also, so this could be anything. You could name this anything. It's just like a variable. You could give it any name, but make sure it's a descriptive name. It's very important. So then we have return num times 5. Then okay, what are we asked to do? Multiplies it and returns. Okay, we are not asked to call it, but let me just call it and then console dot. Okay, um what do I do now? I want to just show us the results. Okay, console dot log. Oh my goodness. Times 5, and then in here we'll have, let's say we have 3, and then we have 15 here. See, I don't know if you may not have seen this in the previous lesson, but or just I hope you noticed that I placed my function inside my console.log and it just printed out the results or what was returned from the function. So it's, you can also have this. It works as you can see. Okay, you could also do it in the way that it was done here. Let me just do that quickly. I'll have a constant called result. Then I'll assign it this. Then instead of calling times 5 right inside here, I'll just have result here. And it still gives me 15. Yeah. So let's go ahead and run the tests. And oh yes, sonic boom. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like. Very important. Like, subscribe, comment. I am looking forward to your comments. Thank you so much and see you in my next lesson.